Can you find every hidden letter in the first 15 minutes of this episode of Survivor Durant? If you do, and you unscramble all the letters, you're gonna win $50. Just be the first person to comment the correct answer in the comment section below. But I'm sure there's a few things that you'll wanna know first, like how many letters am I looking for? Do you see those dollar signs and quotations? That's the episode's title. You are trying to solve what the episode's title is. And all those dollar signs represent the amount of letters you are looking for in this particular episode. And I know you also want to know what the letters look like. Here's your first. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled because you never know when a letter's gonna appear out of nowhere. Good luck.
Camera rolling? Camera rolling?
Yes.
Fine.
Since 2015, Durant, Oklahoma has been host to 8 Survivor games, and now it is time for the long-awaited All-Stars. Welcome to Survivor Durant Season 9 Battle of the Best! 14 of Survivor Durant's best return to compete for the largest LRG prize of all time. They'll have to worry about a lot more than just each other. Joining them are 2 LRG icons, Kurt Carlson and Taylor St. Louis. Thank you guys so much for being here. How do you feel right now?
A little nervous, yeah, a little intimidating for sure.
They have done their homework. They've been studying. They're ready to play. Some of you might know who these people are. Some of you may not. But let me tell you, they're good. Kurt, 20-year vet, started the LRG page. 2-time Survivor winner, has played 7, now 8 times. TSL has played more LRGs, I think, than anybody. She's one of the most experienced players out there. They are here for a reason, and they are here to push you to your limit. The pre-existing relationships will be more impactful than ever. I got 4 winners that are like good friends, a lot of clicks, a lot of things going on. What can I do about this situation? Well, let's find out. And to complicate things a little bit more, the players have been split for the first time into 4 tribes of 4.
From Canada?
I've known her for like 10 years. Yeah.
It's voodoo.
Oh, cute. I love that.
Will the players be able to overcome pre-existing relationships and forge their own destiny?
I'm just anxious. I am good friends with Ronnie, so I'm hoping he's here and hopefully I get to play with him.
If I can get to that position, you know, post-merge where I have an idol at hand and I see that there's an opportunity to blindside my alliance, I'm going to take that every time, especially if I see it being a way to get to the end.
Cole Prince, Christopher Prince, the first winner. I'll work for him for as long as possible before it's time to cut a winner down.
I got amputated back in 2018.
Paul, a new leg. I don't have that.
I almost had to have the other leg amputated, but luckily that didn't happen. So I still have one. Only 1 foot in the grave, not 2.
My mom having to raise us by herself without a dad present. He passed away when I was 2 years old. I've never had that father figure, so I've always looked up to my mom.
The full history of Survivor Durant culminates to this very moment where the past 8 seasons meld together into one giant voodoo. What will happen when these twists from the past 8 seasons mix together and create all new interactions?
I'm a Survivor enthusiast, and so I've been excited to see what Chesson has came up with, because I know that he likes doing things new and exciting, and he always throws a curveball in there.
There will be new twists, new idols, and new never-before-seen advantages.
What my occupation is, a lot of times, have to deal with people calling, trying to save their assets, and so I have to determine whether, they're trying to lie to me or whether they're trying to be honest. And so I have to use that discernment every day in my job. I have to also, being in a management role, I have to advise my team as to how to handle a certain situation, even when it's not very comfortable, not very pleasant. And so I think, that combination of those leadership skills plus that discernment for being able to tell truth from lie will be valuable in this game.
On top of it all, players must once again scavenge for fire tokens, but this time it comes with a dilemma. To use them to advance themselves in the game, or to buy the essentials, food and water.
I had no idea what I was really going to be coming into, but luckily Cheston had put together these awesome recaps of the season. So in-depth notes of each season and each player profile and the best moves and the worst moves and what people are known for and what they're not. I know it pretty much like the back of my hand, so it's going to be weird going into this setting where I know a lot about people's games and they don't necessarily know a lot about me. So I think I'm at a little bit of an advantage.
Who has what it takes to navigate the craziest Survivor game of all time and claim the largest LRG prize? 3 days, 16 players, 1 Survivor. The winning tribe, guaranteed immunity, reward in the form of fishing gear. 4th place tribe, guaranteed going to tribal council. 2nd and 3rd place, you're in the shadows. We're not going to tell you what's going to happen to you till a little bit later. This season, you will not be given any food. You must work for everything in the form of something brand new called a chore token. You can earn chore tokens just like the real survivors do it by gathering firewood, boiling water, building your shelter. You will not be doing these things exactly, but there are similes that represent these aspects at your camp. If you complete something, you get a chore token. For example, 1st place tribe gets fishing gear. This is your fishing gear, a chore token, 1 for each person. Now let's go over the rules of your first immunity challenge. 1 player from each tribe will go down to the lake, dip their sponge in it, come back up, and jump over the rope each time. Using the water they collected from the lake, they will fill up their water vein, which has a bobber with a key attached. Once you have enough water, you'll take that key and pass it to the next player, who will balance a ball on a board and go through an obstacle course. Once they get to the end, they'll use that key to unlock a bag of puzzle pieces, then make their way backwards through the course. The 3rd player will then use that bag of puzzle pieces to solve a riddle that comes with the puzzle. Once the riddle is solved, the final member will head out, using bean bags to knock down soda cans. Each soda can has a different letter on it. You will use these letters to rearrange your cans pyramid style, starting with a base of 6 and going up to 1. You are looking for a phrase. For immunity and chore tokens in the form of fish equipment. Best, are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go!
Come on! I didn't realize, I'm from Michigan. It's like beach sand. I didn't realize it looked like sand to me.
It's clay.
Straight clay. I hit it, it was like a water slide. I got real muddy, a little bloody.
Whoa! Paper? It's not.
Well, he's got the puzzle completed, but obviously we don't see what the riddle is, so we're not exactly sure like what he has to guess. Evidently, it was pretty hard because it took everybody else a while. You got it, Cameron. Keep working. We're still in this.
There's stuff over there. We got time?
Which puzzle piece will belong to a different puzzle? Thought I've gone through them all. So I think it's got to be something that's not just a piece on the puzzle, because I'm pretty sure I've gone through all those already.
There it is. Let's go.
When you're this far down on the totem pole,
Yeah. Be ready.
I do not have first.
No.
No words.
Justin!
Justin!
I thought maybe it would be this thing here or that one there because this one has a little ridge in it. That one's discolored like it's too glued together. But those weren't it either. When I was struggling with the puzzle, I was kind of thinking, because I knew it was going to be something abstract. I knew it wasn't just going to be like an actual piece of the puzzle. It just took me a while to kind of get led to the right direction.
Take second place!
That's so worth it. I know I just got you, but I want some love. we did it. I am Justin these wounds from this question, so yeah, that was worth it.
Silverback, third place! Let's go! Congratulations, Athena! You won immunity!
It's taken off like a lot of the stress of having to like wrestle through, you know, at one point, I mean, we were in last. And so I'm trying to like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to talk to these people in the middle of this competition, trying to form some kind of like backing so I'm not the first one out of this joint. But then to see like people just come together, I mean, and really just the endurance of it. I mean, they just kept going, no one quit, and so it ended up coming out on top. It was very cool. The whole time though, just the entire orange team, I could just see them out of the corner of my eye. I mean, they were killing it. Kurt, that dude was, I mean, just running through them obstacles, leading people. I mean, so he's definitely, you know, going to be someone that you have to watch out for.
Sword Tribe, your fate right now is in the shadows. I will reveal that you guys are also immune at the first tribal council. Third place, Silverbacks. What is the feeling after working so long for so hard to come up just a little bit short?
There's a little bit of excitement knowing that we got it, which was kind of immediately eliminated by the fact that although we don't know that we're going to tribal, there's still that fear of the unknown and a little bit of knowing that this Survivor is all going to be about twists. So,
do you want me to tell you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you that you're still in the shadows for a little bit longer.
My thoughts on Abby are
She's a strong competitor. She did really well with the balance challenge. She did really well with the word challenge. So I think she's a threat. But I think this early in the game, it's good to have her on my tribe. I'm glad she's on my tribe and not on someone else's.
I would definitely like a redo at the first try. That was a little embarrassing, hurt my pride a little bit on the ground, but you know, obviously these guys just kept me going, kept me encouraged, and you know, we just all pulled together towards the end. So good team effort, pure team effort. So that Kirk guy scares the crap out of me. That man was literally just dropping down off the ledge and just, God. I mean, like, I think he did his beaker. The time took me to do like 4 or 5, probably. So, and then he was just vocal, just gathering everything over there. So he's gonna be tough.
Our team pulled it together, and we had a bit of a slow start, but it feels great. I definitely see Nate being target number 1 in our tribe. And that's just because his experience in the game and the fact that he has made it in the past. So.
Athena,
Thank you.
Thor, welcome to your joined camp. You will be 2 tribes sharing a camp location. At your camp location, there are many ways that you can earn chore tokens, so that way you can get the things that you need to survive your week-long adventure. Additionally, fire tokens return to Survivor Durant to the maximum level. These fire tokens are a needle in the haystack, and these camps are humongous. Good luck finding them. What I can also tell you is that your camp has a water well. At the water well, there is limited water for you guys. It's going to last you this whole time. If you're out, you're going to start buying water with your chore tokens. At the water well, every time someone is voted out, a new set of riddles will appear. You give us the correct answers to each riddle, we'll earn you chore tokens. This will represent fetching water at the water well. There are also balloons hidden throughout your camp area. Those will represent coconuts. So if you can bring us a coconut, we'll give you a chore token. See what we're doing here?
It's sometimes hard to make friends as an adult. And you make a lot of acquaintances, and we end up with pools and pools of acquaintances. We look at our Facebook friends, but are they really friends? They're like acquaintances. And Survivor allows us to get to know people in this hyper sped up environment, and you walk away knowing not just the great sides of people, the ugly qualities. You see the whole content of their character. And when you walk away, if you really want to stay in touch with that person, you know everything about them. And I feel like you make friends really fast in Survivor, even voting people out.
Okay, this is an individual challenge. If you can land a bag in the cornhole from behind the line, you will receive your sleeping bag. In Survivor, you need to build a shelter. This will represent shelter building.
So in order for you to use your sleeping bags for the duration of this game, you're going to need to land a cornhole bag from behind that little twig right there in the hole. Also over here is your very important token menu, the things you can buy with your tokens. It has your fire token list, your chore token list, and other things that you can do with your tokens. There is a 2-for-1 exchange rate both ways. 2 chore tokens is a fire token, 2 fire tokens is a chore token.
I need Cheston to tell me what our fate is.
Nervous. He likes watching people squeal, man.
No.
You really do.
To be honest with you, we win as a team, we lose as a team. We all worked our hardest in that whole deal. Everybody had their struggles, but you know, we came out in 3rd place, so at least we get the option to have the unknown fate rather than straight up just going to tribal council.
I'm a be the underdog. It keeps people on my shoulder. I went and played 2 games. In my 2nd game, everybody knew me as like being a little bit strategic, and I got knocked out the first elimination, and so this game I kind of feel like that's off my shoulders. I can play more freely without people just having their eyes on me constantly.
Silverback tribe. The resurrected silverback tribe. Is it still familiar, Gabe? It's like I purposely put you on it because Tyler isn't here to represent it. So here you are, an OG of it. How's it feel to be a part of Silverback again?
Would have felt a lot better if things continued the way I started on it.
Well, you haven't gotten bad news yet.
I'm sure it's yet to come.
Yeah. Well, how about we just go look at your camp?
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah.
friend of mine had the opposite experience in high school. He transferred to our school from another one as a junior.
Over tribe. Let's look at your new camp. Okay. Fire tokens return to the highest level in Survivor Durant. Where are they? Needle in a haystack. The largest camps we've ever had. Good luck finding them. They are more important than ever. Earn your chore tokens. Find your fire tokens. You know, some of you guys haven't played Survivor in 7 years. Welcome to the future. You guys will be camping together. 2 tribes, 1 camp, because you're both going to tribal council, and you can vote for whoever you want. Okay? So, get your plan together.
Losing the challenge was a big bummer. Very frustrating being the resident puzzle person on the team, not having the opportunity to do the puzzle. Cameron seems like a really loyal guy, and it genuinely was just a troll of a puzzle, which is frustrating, but you know, don't love that we lost, but I think that it has brought us a lot of tribe unity, which is nice.
I would love to work with Shelby. There's only, what, 4 females in this entire game, and I would love to link up with those 2 with Shelby, and I told you in the beginning, I want this female alliance, and I want it to happen. So, me and Shelby have talked about that. We've talked about, like, we don't care which one of us wins, but we want a female to win.
Everybody line up, and after he makes it, before you walk across, that way we know who we got.
Which puzzle piece would belong in a different puzzle, and the answer ended up being none of them because they all ended up fitting in the puzzle. It just took me longer than it should have to put those things together. I did eventually get it, but by that point it was pretty much a lost cause. Feeling a little better than I thought I would, since the 3rd place tribe is also going in with us.
You know it ain't a good thing when Jeff enters camp.
For the water quiz, can we all answer it for tokens?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. So the answer to number 1 is sponge. The answer to number 2 is candle, and the answer to number 3 is split pea soup. I want us to eat tonight, Justin.
All of us. That is correct.
I do. I'm sorry. This is big. I'm sorry.
Sponge.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you want to give the answer out loud and make it public, it's your game. Absolutely. There you go. 3 tokens.
I want to powwow and eat some food.
So we can all do it?
Yeah.
Sponge, candle, split pea soup.
You got it.
Honestly, should we just run it?
We eating good tonight.
Got a little bit more business. All right, let's gather around. Story time.
Ooh, I love story time.
Kirk, why don't you read night 1 tree mail?
Oh, tree mail. Right on. I hope.
Official.
I hope so. Night 1 tree mail. It's the end of the first day and the game has begun.
Make new friends, though depend on none.
Head through your camp, explore low and high, go near woods that conceals an ally.
Make memories along the way. Everyone here made moves and knows how to play.
So get some rest to prepare for the long fight.
Everyone beware or rejoice.
The Game Master walks at night. Ooh. Signed, Cheston.
That's stressful.
Cheston.
Sleep well. I love that.
I'm gonna catch it. I love seeing the skeleton.
Burn it.
Burn
the letter.
But to make things a little bit more interesting, I need you guys to unanimously decide one person to go to Mystery Island.
Oh my gosh. Anyone want to volunteer? Or?
Someone can tell me what it is.
It's a mystery of the islands.
Yeah, you don't.
Survivor.
You're not gonna know until you get there. Who knows what can happen?
We could just.
It could literally be Exile Island, and you're just stuck there.
I mean, I'll go if no one else wants to. I'll go, but if no one else wants to, I'll volunteer.
Sounds like you volunteered.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
I don't want to, but I'll go if y'all want me to. If y'all want me to go, I'll go.
Does anyone else want to go? Speaking of double degrees, so Peyton's going because.
Can we have a minute? Can we?
Yeah. I'm here all night. Do what you gotta do.
Deliberate, circle up.
Like pink Travis? Let's talk.
Like somebody doesn't.
No, we just need to, if he said he's going to do it, let him do it. That's what we need to push.
I mean, there may be a benefit. There
I mean, there could possibly be a benefit to it. Whoever's going to Mr. Island is probably coming back with an idol.
Yeah, I would assume so.
So do any of us want to go? That's what I'm about to say. I mean, because if we don't want necessarily one of them going, I'll go for us. I'm indifferent personally.
I don't
Do you want to go? I mean, that's the ultimate question, right?
I don't think he wants to. I think he's just I think he's just willing to fall on the sword. I don't think he necessarily wants to though.
Yeah, if no one else wants to, I'll take the place. I'll go. I'll do it. But
yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay.
We'll vote for you then.
Good luck, man. I hope you're not stuck there all
Peyton,
night.
grab your sleeping bag.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool.
Kirk, you manifested it. Alright, yep, did not want to go.
I'm a little nervous at first, but honestly, I just had a feeling that I just needed to step up and take one for the team. And maybe it'll come back and bite me in the butt, but maybe it'll help me out. So I will be staying the night by myself tonight, so which I don't know how much I'll be sleeping, so I might be exploring a little bit. Apparently, Game Master walks at night, so maybe I can catch up to him, have a little chat with him. Could be good, could be bad, but I'm willing to take a risk. That's part of this game. You gotta risk it to win the games.
What do you think is about to happen?
I have a good feeling. I just had this feeling that I needed to come and just go ahead and volunteer myself. So take a risk, see if it pays off. So
the Game Master walks at night.
Yeah, he walks at night, so maybe I can have a little chat with him.
Would you like to meet him?
Is that a yes or no question?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll meet him.
Well, he doesn't want to meet you.
He doesn't? I know, but I'll find him.
He's a hard guy to get scheduled. Stays busy.
Is it a good thing to find him?
I don't know. He looks intimidating to me.
There's a little bit of troll going on in this season, so he could be trolling us. Looks can be deceiving.
Right.
So you can't judge a book by its cover.
You ironically played in the original Mystery Island game,
I did,
season
yeah.
5.
Yeah,
so you're kind of familiar with how this works.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess of where you could be going?
No, I have no guess.
Well, I'm going to tell you that it is not any of the previous islands associated with Mystery Island.
Okay.
This is something totally brand new. Would you like to earn an advantage in the game?
Yes, I do.
We are going to give you an opportunity to earn an advantage in the game, but it's going to require reading the room. How good are you at reading a room, knowing what people is going to do?
It's hard to judge those things. Reading a room, I feel like I can read who's lying and who's not. But that is a little bit of discernancy, so I would say I'm decent at reading a room.
That's all that we're going to tell you about how you can achieve your advantage. The rest of the details will remain in the shadows. Your Mystery Island has transformed into the losing camp. You will be staying the night at the losing camp.
Oh my gosh. And so I'm guessing there's going to be someone over there coming to the winning tribe?
I don't know. But you're going to be staying at the losing camp with the losing tribe. You need to know how to read a room, and then we'll tell you how you could possibly earn an advantage in the morning.
So will I be safe?
I don't know.
You need to read a room.
You need to know how to read a room. We'll tell you how you can earn an advantage, but you're going to be staying the night there. And in the morning, when it's time to go back to your camp or go to tribal or whatever that looks like, we're going to give you the chance to try to win an advantage. And then that will be that.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, I'm ready.
Let's go.
The fact that I might not be safe is a little bit concerning to me, but I also don't think that would happen like that. Trying to read a room. There's two different ways of reading a room. That's like physically watching tribal happen, reading the room as what's happening, going on, trying to read what's going on there. Or reading a room, say if I had to go get sent to an actual room and I have to read the room.
Welcome to the losing camp.
Okay.
You guys might want to show Peyton around. He's new in town. Hey guys.
What the hell happened?
I got sent.
What the shit?
I got sent here.
Oh, are you just hanging out for a little bit?
You staying the night with y'all.
Okay. Are you going to tribal with us?
Dude, I don't know. That's what I'm so scared of. It was supposed to be Mystery Island, but Mystery Island got me sent over here. So,
Mystery.
Well,
if he does go to tribal with us, this is the solution.
You in or out?
y'all just fill me in on it if I am going to travel. Y'all let me know. I don't really know anymore.
We're attempting to put our tarp up right now.
Okay.
Oh snap!
Hello.
Yeah, we've got a
What's
visitor.
up, guys? Hello, buddy. How are you?
How the heck are you?
How the heck are you, buddy?
What, did you get sent on a tribe visit or something?
I got sent here to spend the night with y'all.
Oh shit.
Really? Slumber party.
Shot.
Yeah.
That's scary at the same time.
I mean, no one else would volunteer.
Anyone gonna stay up and see if the skeleton dude comes walking?
I mean, he's definitely gonna come visit us, but also I'm starting to get thirsty. Like, we might should go like get some water, maybe solve some riddles.
Oh yeah.
What do you think Peyton's here for? I bet he votes with us.
He might.
That's all I'm thinking.
It wouldn't surprise me. Cheston's always trying to do weird crap.
Which way you vote tomorrow, you think?
I know that they're wanting to get out. Gosh, what's his name?
Ronnie.
The other male on our team.
Ronnie.
Yeah, they want to get him out. I was thinking Mason might be easier to get out now, because once he starts going, he goes. Yeah.
Cameron.
Yo.
What's up?
Not much, y'all. How y'all doing?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Just trying to catch our breath at this point.
Yeah, I
Feel
feel
like
you.
a camp or coop. Get our thoughts collected.
How many people over there?
What do you think, tomorrow?
I don't know how we're gonna fit 9
I think I need to work with y'all.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I'm a big target right now.
like
After I fluked. Sorry, I'll turn that down.
Oh, you're good.
You
feel like taking out a big target tomorrow?
I think that's what we got to do. I think we got to hit the big ones first.
Where do you want to go? You want to go Mason?
I think Mason is probably my pick.
Alright.
Because my team's gonna be gunning for me since I flugged pretty hard today. So
I've heard that. But
so I think if I can get y'all to go target one of them and I go with you, we can get one of them out.
I'm gonna go over there before they think we're conspiring.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll all take a trip to the water deal.
Sounds good.
Like I'm lost. I don't know what's going on.
Are you trying to steal some of our tokens?
Yes.
I'll fight you.
I'm just kidding.
I will fight you. I think you find
I
them,
will
mine.
help you find them.
I'm telling you, you may be able to vote, but
I might be able to vote,
I don't
but
think you'll be.
I don't think I'll be voting.
I know you're all. Me and you play the same way. We're both honest.
Yeah, for sure.
So Peyton just gave me one of these bad boys, fire token, but I really appreciate we're kind of forming a bond, and hopefully it works out and we both make the merge and we can do something with it. There's a paper up there, and it says be aware because the game master roams at night.
Yeah, roams at night. Yeah. But you never know because he's one of those. Remember last time he was like, oh,
What the?
What do y'all think happened to Peyton?
Exiled.
Some of us think he got an opportunity to get some type of benefit or
Advantage.
yeah.
Do you think that Peyton is in a place with or without a tarp?
Without.
I think you had to build.
Do you think he will be coming back tonight?
No.
Yes.
You?
The game master.
Well, I hope.
If he looks like what he did when he showed up at that reveal party, homeboy might get checked.
He's scary. He's scary.
Literally like the beginning of the next Blair Witch
That's the
Project.
other
I mean, things like this too, though, just put into perspective, living in the country that we live in, that we have access to clean water.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so I spent some pretty significant time in other countries that didn't have clean water, and it was a pain. Did some mission work in Nicaragua, which was, as far as the water aspect, was the worst. Just because even they have water tanks on tops of their houses, but the government fills them up, and they fill them up when they want to fill them up. And so, like, it's never promised to them that they'll have water or electricity or nothing. I mean, so it was, wow. which, you know, obviously we went out there with money, and so we had some, you know, other avenues, but there was days too where we were, I mean, 10 people sharing a jug like this and having to make it, and we were building houses. And so we were having to like ration it out and stuff. Wow. I just went out there and yeah, so there's one place specifically, it's Corinto. It's like a peninsula, and every time it would flood, everyone that lived on it would lose all their stuff. Because, I mean, they just lived in literal stick, tin sometimes, plastic, I mean, bamboo, leaves, I mean, yeah. And so dirt floor. And so what we did, we come in and like we partnered with a bunch of churches like stateside, and they would send us money and resources, and then we'd go out there and build them like little stilt homes. And what's wild too, you know, being out there, it's like we were receiving the blessing. Like to them, it was the opposite. You know, they were like, "This is awesome," but for us, just getting to like be there and do life on life with them, and then they, you know, they bring us food, like try to cook for us stuff. These people have like nothing, you know, and they're trying to give what they have to us.
One thing, but the part that says "go near woods that conceals an ally,"
right?
That was like we thought maybe the water, but that makes no sense. Go near wood that conceals an ally. Like hiding a friend? I just don't get it.
I think it's all game master riddle personally.
Yeah.
Could be sitting on that bench in that cove.
Wait, what if you guys are right? Wait a second. What if that's absolutely right, what you just said?
Oh, like we went.
What if he's literally in the woods right now waiting for us?
Yes. Yes.
Do you? This
Yes.
sounds so stupid. I feel so stupid saying this. Should we?
Find Peyton?
Yeah.
And he's the
Yes.
ally in the woods, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
we were
walking through
given
the
this
woods in the
mail.
woods, so if we wanna-
Well, maybe he's literally been waiting there, being like, these idiots can't figure out the clue.
Yes.
Let's go for a stroll.
So we're going to look for an ally in the woods. We believe that maybe Peyton being our ally, going to Mystery Island, that there's a spot out here we walked by earlier that maybe, hopefully, he's waiting at. And so if we can find him, bring him back to camp so he doesn't have to stay out here by himself, that's kind of the, I think that's the task. Oh, we found the bench, but no Peyton. No.
Go near wood that conceals an ally. If he was up in a tree.
We're just trying to figure out like who's being honest, who's not.
Yeah. Who's a snake in the grass?
Yeah.
Which I think nobody wants to be, since it's Battle of the
Yeah,
Best. Everybody
yeah.
has been there, and nobody can trust anyone.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the hard part right now is everybody's like so guarded.
So we just have to get further in to kind of see some truths come out and go from there.
Yeah. At the moment we were debating Abby, just because that's what our group kind of decided already, our tribe. She is not wanting to switch on Jacobs yet.
Okay.
She wants to eventually, but she thinks this vote, the easy thing is to just vote Abby.
Vote Abby?
Yeah.
That's not the easy thing.
That's what she thinks in her mind.
That's not the easy thing. So what if we do want to just go Cameron then, since we don't have that number?
I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is.
Do you think that Shelby would consider Cameron at all? Do you think you could play that whole weakest link thing?
Possibly.
Cameron, I've heard this from like 4 people now at this point, is like one of the most cutthroat liars you'll ever see in your life. Right? And I don't know if you were there to watch this game or not.
Yeah, I was.
But yeah, apparently he will just look you dead in the eyes and give you the most compelling lie that you've ever heard in your life.
I need to talk to him one-on-one and see what he says to me, because I have not had a chance to talk to him one-on-one yet. I've just been hearing from everybody else what Cameron is saying, and he's definitely telling different people different things, because he's telling Shelby and Jenkins that he's like, yeah, Abby, for sure, let's do that. Yeah. Like, that's all he's saying.
And the thing is, if we need an easy vote, there's always that conversation that he just had with me about that.
Yeah.
Saying that he wanted to swap on you guys before you can get him out.
Yeah, and I could bring that up to Jenkins and Shelby.
Yeah.
The game master's walking around out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we seen him back. We were laying by the water, and he walked right by. We're gonna go back by. He went down to the other camp.
It was crazy. Yeah,
But-
we're gonna go find him.
Yeah,
we're about to hunt him.
Y'all-
Yeah,
y'all-
we're gonna hunt him down.
y'all
We're gonna
find
hunt
one
us
over there.
game.
Send us a sign if you can see him.
Two blinks means
Two blinks.
2 blinks means we got him. 3 blinks means he got us.
He's got us. One by land, 2 by
Damn, that blinded
sea.
me.
I'm sorry, that was right in Ronnie's eyes actually.
So, are y'all gonna look for him? Or?
Heck yeah.
But we literally got laid down and we were about to go to sleep watching the water. And here he
Watching the
come.
water, yeah.
Yeah, we were watching the water. We don't want him to take our water.
Y'all were sleeping by the waterway?
Yeah.
Well, you never know. I mean, he could come and steal the
There's
water.
some troll type stuff. But so we went down there and here he comes just slinging that lantern.
Speaking of troll type stuff, I don't doubt that we go to tribal in the middle of the night tonight. Like, that's like the type of troll crap that would happen. Like, they're like, oh, we told you in the morning, it's actually tonight. Dude, I want to go find him. Right now, what I'm hearing from my tribe is they want to target Abby.
Who's
That's what
saying
I
that
heard
to you? Who's all saying that to you?
Jacobs and Shelby. I have not gotten to talk to Cameron
See,
yet.
Jacobs told me Cameron. not
Really?
long ago. But I'm full on Jacobs if you want to. Like, we could eliminate the threat. But it's, you tell me what you want to do.
Well, the thing is,
I can see how Cameron could benefit y'all's team getting rid of him.
I would feel comfortable voting for Jacobs if I could pull Shelby, but I just had a conversation with Shelby about it.
And she's Abby.
She's not like adamantly wanting to keep Jacobs. She just wants to honestly keep him because she feels like he has coal in his back pocket. But
I've heard that.
Yeah. And she's like, we need the numbers later on, so that's why she's wanting to keep him at the moment. And so she just feels like Abby is the
But I
easy
feel like
vote.
Abby
And
is
so-
loyal to me and
Yes,
Ronnie,
exactly.
and I can't do that. Hold on,
And so-
hold on, here comes someone. Ronnie, cut the light.
It's him. We're gonna jump
Cut
him.
your light.
We're gonna jump him.
You think it's really him, or is that flash on?
As far as number ones go, I know that Gabe has my back 100%, and I have his. Me and Mason haven't made any formal alliances. We're just trying to work together for now, and at the same time, I'm crossing fingers that Abby's not going to stab me in the back again, but right now I don't think she has a choice but to work with me, so we'll see how that goes. Right now, I definitely want to get Jacobs out very badly. I know this is super early to make any big moves like that, but he was really gung-ho for me before we even got back to camp, and so I know that my name is in his mouth. But I mean, if I need to settle, then I definitely want to settle for Cameron to still give us at least the numbers, because the last thing I want is to be sent to tribal tomorrow night with a tribe that still has 4 and get picked off on ball 1.
Cameron? Because Cameron is very good at lying. Cameron's been saying that he would vote Jacobs, so that's a good enough ammo, I think. Because Jacobs was wanting to target one of y'all originally. My first thing was like, okay, get him off of Ronnie and Gabe, get him at least onto
So,
Abby.
yeah.
So that's why it was like, okay, Abby's maybe
And
not.
now he's stuck on it.
Abby's, yeah, they're like stuck on it, and so like it worked too good.
I think Cameron, if we voted Jacobs, I bet he'd switch to Jacobs, but...
You think so?
I think he would.
Oh, dude.
I don't think Cameron's willing to draw rocks.
Do you think Jacobs and Cole would also both just vote Cameron?
That's all I'm saying.
Well, there's a reason we've been calling him Snakus for 4 or 5 years. I was like, Abby, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm being told that you're telling people you don't trust me. And I was like, I need to know, can you trust me? Can I trust you? Can we work together? Her response to that was, well, I think I can trust you for this one vote. And I was like, Abby, why would you tell me that? Like, trust you for this one vote. That's why, like, it's hard for me to not just be like, okay, let's get rid of Abby.
Abby has straight up backstabbed me more times than I can count. And not just Survivor, but literally any game that we've ever had. Like, I know she's not trustworthy. However, right now, I think her back's against the wall. She doesn't have anybody to trust.
I think Cameron...
And she's going to do whatever she can to make it until she has somebody that she can work with.
I don't think she believes this, that Cameron was spitting out her name.
You think she doesn't believe
I don't
it?
think she believes this.
I will do Cameron, but
I gotta talk to Jacobs.
it cannot be a 4-4. Like, it has to be a 5-3. Like, we have to pull somebody else.
though? Did you see the Game Master again last night?
No, we only saw him once. Yeah, I didn't. It was not fun sleeping last night.
No.
Still trying to figure out what what Chesson had told me is read the room. And so I've been like all night long thinking, read the room. What does that mean, read the room? It's something to do with travel, probably this morning. I just met Kirk yesterday. He seems like a really nice guy. He's pretty good at Survivor, clearly. He knows what he's doing. That's kind of scary. And that's why I feel like he's a big social threat. That's one thing that I'm afraid of, that he could pull in while I'm gone, is pull in Ryan and pull in Briar and be like, hey, if we get a chance, we could vote him out if we need to. But, you know, he might not be even thinking that. He's very smart, so I gotta think the worst.
My thoughts on coming to the camp with the losing tribe and going to tribal council, you know, even in life, it's like you gotta get a swift kick in the rear to really get up and running. So this is hopefully my swift kick in the rear to get me going for the next competition, to really drive myself and push myself forward through this game of Survivor.
I mean, if they're thinking that we'll vote Cameron, who's to say that we're not still gonna vote Jacobs?
We just want to make sure we have the numbers before making a move like that. Because one thing we fear about is like for Mason, like later on, if he flips on Jacobs, if Shelby's going to turn on him, then he's left with 2 tribe mates that would be counted for. Is what we worry about.
It's a tough call.
Yeah, if somebody else would flip, it would make it way easier.
Well, I know that Cameron is one that will want to save his own skin, so if you give him a good
ultimatum,
like, listen, bro, you're on the chopping block, we need your vote, or it's not going to happen. Like, he'll understand, I feel like, because he just wants to survive at this point.
How you voting? That's what I was wanting to talk to you about, because I don't know what the hell's going on. What's the last thing that you've heard, like what our plan is?
Abby.
Yeah, same here. The opposite side is trying to do Cameron.
No.
They've been telling me Cameron.
They've told Cameron and Abby.
Yeah.
Got it for me.
They're telling him you, obviously, because they wouldn't tell him that they're voting him.
Yeah.
So I need to see from him exactly what they've been telling him to find out whether they're lying to me or him about you, because they may think that me and you are too close, and that's why they're telling me Cameron instead of you. One thing, he's like kind of coming in guns and blazing, you know? I mean, first thing he says to me this morning is, who you voting for? So he's just showing me that in the long run I can't trust him. I don't know. That whole conversation just rubbed me the wrong way.
So have you thought about who you're going to vote? Yeah, I have. Surprisingly, not you.
Yeah?
So blessed.
Well, your cohorts say otherwise.
No. Cameron.
Well, I just talked to Ronnie, and
Mhm.
he said that between you and Gabe, y'all decided to swing it my way.
Yeah, we thought about it.
I'm voting Cameron. So I told Ronnie the same thing. You check with Ronnie.
I already have. Like I said, we've all talked about it.
I don't trust her one bit, and I'm 100% voting for her. I gave her some misinformation from Ronnie to cause some turmoil between her and her teammates, just to make sure that there's not a lot of trust going on there. Manipulating her perception of Ronnie's vote and what he's saying about her is going to cause distrust and discord between the two of them. And
force Gabe and Ronnie closer, which in this instance is what I want. Going into the next round, we're going to want to separate Gabe and Ronnie. So right now I just want to cause distrust among all of them. She's a snake in the grass, and though she doesn't see herself as an easy target, she's like TNT. She's super unstable. I think that I've got Cole Brent's Slick Daddy. The reason I think that is loyalty to the regiment. He and I go way back. Slick Daddy, me, Dylan Lemons, and Briar Henry. Old group of guys that have been running together for the last 10 years. So I think Slick's gonna vote our way, which will dissuade the other 3 of their team from voting however they're gonna vote.
What are you doing, Cole? You find anything?
I'm looking for coconuts. See, I figured he put them where we can like reach them, so we don't have to like climb trees. I'm having no luck.
No luck?
Yeah, I haven't found anything. My thoughts coming into tribal are very confused. I'm hearing different stories. I'm hearing different stories from different people, and whenever someone walks up, that story changes to kind of cover for what they want that person to hear. And so I don't know if I'm being led on by different people. I'm hearing to get Cameron out, and yesterday I was hearing quite a bit of getting Abby out. So it's between those two, but it changes every time you talk to somebody. Right now it's looking like Cameron though. Oh, I trust Jacobs more than my tribe, for sure. I trust my tribe, and I trust they're not going to stab me in the back, but I definitely trust Jacobs more. Jacobs, D. Lemons, and Briar Henry. And if I can make it to the Final Four with them, then that's what I want to do. Those are 3 people I trust. We just go way back. I mean, I've known them since 2013. I mean, it's got to be somebody. It's just business, in it. So we're just going to, I guess, vote Cameron out and keep going.
How are you feeling?
I'm still fine with whatever you want to do.
I'm only unsure because you were with him for a hell of a long time last night.
Well, it's because they're like hardcore trying to pull me to their side. So I have to like play the part, you know. Yeah, they also said that they would be willing to vote Cole, you know, like if we were. And I was like, you know, I don't know what the interest is on that. Well, he's really well known for his nickname is Slick Daddy because he just like always finds a way to like keep going. Like he just keeps slipping out of your hands.
I mean, aside from Jacobs, he'd have to make really good ties.
Well, he's good friends with Dylan on Athena. Yeah,
Okay.
Dylan is also like this with Jacobs and Cole.
Okay.
And Dylan and Jacobs will work together too because they did it in season 3.
Okay.
What do you think is the easiest thing to do for this round?
The easy votes are Cole and Cameron.
My thoughts on Mason are that he seems very trustworthy, but because of that, I'm a little hesitant. I know that he's been involved in a lot of Survivor. I know that he's hosted a few, or not hosted, but I know that he's been in production on a few. I know that he's played quite a few. And I don't trust somebody that's too nice. So, you know, I'm keeping the door open, kind of keeping him close by. He at least has told me that he trusts me and he thinks that I'm pretty trustworthy. And again, everyone's playing a little bit different since this is Battle of the Best. So just not burning any bridges yet.
Jacobs is a pretty solid player. I think that's why the other team is kind of gunning to maybe get him out this round. I feel like he's got a pretty sharp mind, but he's also really good at the physical challenges. So I feel like he's definitely got a target on his head going into this first round. If he survives this one, I think he might be a target for the next one too. I don't really feel that nervous for myself. I'm actually just kind of anticipating how it's going to go to kind of see how it impacts my plans going forward.
I will say, people have already been asking about me and you talking, so it's getting a little noticeable.
Yeah, that sounds good. So right now we're still on Cameron.
Yeah,
I'll let you know if we can change.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, because if he ends up going home, then I'm not going to be upset about it.
Yeah.
So.
Alright. Sounds good.
Alright.
Me and Mason are trying to work together to make something happen to get someone out on his tribe. He's more comfortable working with our tribe just because we are more trustworthy than the other guys. It's just right now the problem is Cole and our tribe is already in Jacob's back pocket literally from the moment we got here, and so it creates already a 5-3 vote. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I've gone to every tribal that I've ever been in Survivor from the very beginning of every game, and so it's very frustrating to keep going back and having to make tough decisions.
I don't know about that.
He cuddled you last night?
Yeah.
Is that how that happened?
A little
warm
snuggle party we did. We got a little cold last night.
We complained a lot. I don't know if y'all know this, but there was a lot of complaining going on.
Literally sitting there, we're like, dude, if we need to get voted out, we need to get voted out right now.
I can't believe y'all didn't see the freaking Game Master.
Dude, we did see him.
I'm not even joking.
We saw the lantern.
That's what it was.
I don't think he would have come out to our tarp though if he was wearing all those robes, gonna hike through all that.
I did not see him at all, or I didn't see the lantern. I didn't see him.
But he's walking like this right here.
Yeah, dude, he was holding it up like this.
Like giving the Conor McGregor swag walk down through there.
It makes us sound crazy.
So who did you only talk to?
Shelby. Yeah, I talked to Jacob.
Was Shelby just saying Cameron's name?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I only had one chore token, but basically there's eggs and toast up for grabs, but it's who collectively as a tribe contributes the most chore tokens. It's the biggest breakfast portion.
You gotta go get brekkie.
You better hurry, you'll be gone by the time you get down there.
Have fun.
Okay.
I might be coming back, I don't know. We'll see.
Love you.
Go put my
Good luck. Hey. Good luck. That sucks. I guess I'm not gonna go to their tribal council.
I know Abby personally, so I know she can be a little bit sneaky. I've played with her before too, and I think that's ultimately what is going to be putting her up this time.
I know that Cameron bombed that challenge for his team, and that's one of the reasons why he's on the chopping block.
Well, you know, it's kind of up in the air. It seems like you talk to 8 different people, you get 8 different stories.
I don't feel like it's going to be super consequential this early on.
Either it's going to go the way we all think it's going to go, or someone's going to drop a bomb. But would they this early in the game? I'm not 100% sure.
Everybody take your torch and put it in the center of the pit, dip it in, get fire. In this game, fire represents your life. Once it's gone, you'll be retired. What a complicated first day. How did everyone sleep?
Bad.
Why'd you sleep so bad, Cameron?
I need a bed, man. I don't deal with the bugs. I guess the quality wasn't too bad. It was the whole getting 2 hours of sleep part that was bad.
How did it feel for you losing the first challenge?
It was all on me, so didn't feel too great. But I mean, everyone flubs. I just had the misfortune of getting mine out of the way first, so
it's very fair.
Can only go up from there.
How did it make you feel knowing that you had a second tribe join you at the losing camp and ultimately here at Tribal Council?
Well, it definitely takes a load off my back.
Mason, you've been a part of many tribal councils. Some would say you're an LRG pro compared to many other people here. How does this tribal council differ from any other one you've been a part of?
This is very different because you have 2 groups of people that are split apart at the beginning, and you have those relationships formed already. And so I think normally if this was just like a tribe of 8, there would probably be like more like cross relationships, you know, and it would probably be easier to send people home, but it seems like everybody has had a tough time deciding what to do because both sides like want to, you know, keep their side strong since they know, okay, for the moment we're moving forward with this group, not them. I mean, we could be right back to tribal with them, but probably not.
Shelby, coming into a game where you played your first Survivor a month ago, you don't know hardly anyone other than your husband. How is it for you? Walk me through the social dynamics of these brand new fresh faces, these people that already have existing relationships and have played several Survivor games together.
That's definitely the toughest part is all my information is secondhand. Everyone's also playing a little bit different with this being Battle of the Best, so people aren't quite as sneaky, I would say. Not as many snakes in the grass, so it's really hard to judge characters, especially just meeting and not knowing kind of the underlying personality to begin with. So just kind of taking everything with a grain of salt.
Interesting. So you're saying that because this is Battle of the Best, there are fewer snakes in the grass. Do you think that's the case, or they're just good at concealing that they're a snake?
I think at this point it's early enough in the game that no one wants to be that snake yet. It eventually will happen. It's part of the game, but no one wants to make that first move and paint themselves that way.
Jacobs, it's been 4 to 5 years since you stepped foot in a Survivor arena, and here you are once again.
It's not like riding a bike. I'm nervous. Obviously, it's not ideal to be here in the first go-round. Being someone who has won a game, there's a target on my back. Being left out of conversations, being on sidebar conversations, whole dynamic between two different teams coming together and trying to merge for the singular purpose of staying in at least another day. It's challenging.
And then we come over here to the quiet Silverback tribe, or as I like to call you, third place. Abby, how did that feel? Third place, you didn't know what was happening, and then boom, surprise.
Yeah.
You might as well just be fourth place as well.
Yeah, it sucks after getting that message across saying I do not go to first tribal, or basically, I do not have first tribal.
What a troll.
I know! And you know, it does make it harder because you have 2 equal teams of 4, so it's just like, where does my vote go? You know, do I stick with my tribe? Do I talk to the other tribe? Do we, you know, somehow mix in together? It's really hard to determine where your vote's gonna go.
Just hearing everyone's name like in the pot, yeah, it differs a lot because usually like when you have that, like Mason was saying, when you have that bigger tribe, it's like, okay, we can kind of see where we're gonna go with this, and now it's like,
I mean, a great thing that someone said was the first vote's supposed to be the easy vote, and this might be one of the hardest votes that I've had in all the seasons that I've played so far, because you don't know whether you want to take out, you know, someone that might be a weak link in challenges, or do I try and keep the numbers on my tribe? Because, like I said earlier, we don't know that we're coming back to tribal in the same tribes that we have now, the same groups of tribes. And so if the tribe that loses somebody goes in, they already are down 4-3. So there's a lot of thoughts that kind of have to go into, do I want to stick with my tribe, or do I want to go ahead and cross that boundary?
Does everyone feel like they know what the plan is? How many plans are there floating out there?
A lot. At
right?
least 5 or 6. how many people do we have?
How many names?
so there's 8 total.
Slick Daddy,
8 plans.
you have been out of the game since season 1, our first winner. You helped with production for the next 2 games, and now here you are once again. Obviously, you're a little bit different this time. You have your hair long and grown out. What is it like for you coming back and playing Survivor after 7 years?
It is very different. But the first Survivor was already done by this time, and we haven't voted anybody yet. So it's very different. I'm excited to be here though. I'm enjoying it.
There's so many new variables with Survivor Durant now. You're dealing with fire tokens, chore tokens, all these different things. How are you putting them on a hierarchy? What is your number 1 priority right now?
Right now, just making sure I don't get too many votes against me, probably.
That's a good strategy. Ronnie, what is it like going from playing these multiple Survivor games with seeing all these members of production like Mason, who's helped make several games, to now finally getting to play with Mason in a game?
I mean, it's definitely exciting. I haven't got to play an actual Survivor game with Mason, and then also along with some of the other people that I've seen in production, so it's kind of cool to get that opportunity to play with them. It's also a little bit scary because, you know, they've been around for every part of my game, on and off camera, public and private, and so it's a little bit of concern, you know, how they're going to use that information.
Adaptability is key, and we'll see who's able to adapt to this crazy tribal council right now. Let's get to the votes. Cole, you're up first.
Shifting vote topic. Who do you want to lead tribal council? Beware, you cannot vote for the same player that you are voting out.
So whichever player gets the most votes will leave tribal council. All votes against them will not count. And in the event of a tie, they won't be here to cast a vote in a tie. So you must first vote for someone that you want to leave tribal council. And then you gotta vote for someone out of the game.
Who do I want to leave? It's just business, isn't it?
I'm sorry, but this is just to keep my tribe strong, keep us going.
Sorry, but you're a little too clever, so we gotta get rid of it.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and you'd like to play it, we're going to do so after I read the shifting vote. Alright, whoever has the most votes will return to camp. First vote. Cole. Jacobs. Mason. That's 1 vote Cole, 1 vote Jacobs, 1 vote Mason. Jacobs. 2 votes Jacobs. Ronnie. It's 1 vote Cole, 1 vote Mason, 1 vote Ronnie, 2 votes Jacobs. Ronnie. 2 votes Ronnie, 2 votes Jacobs. Ronnie. That's 3 votes Ronnie. Ronnie, if you'll grab your torch and head back to camp, please. Now, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage that you'd like to play, now is the only time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Abby. Abby. That's 2 votes, Abby. Cameron. It's 2 votes, Abby, 1 vote, Cameron. Abby. 3 votes, Abby, 1 vote, Cameron. Abby. 4 votes, Abby, 1 vote, Cameron. Cameron. That's 2 votes, Cameron, 4 votes, Abby. Cameron. That's 3 votes, Cameron, 4 votes, Abby. The first person voted out of Battle of the Best is Abby. Your journey has ended. It's time for you to go.
So how are you feeling now that you got voted out?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's something that I felt coming just because I knew the other team had the numbers because of Cole. I knew Cole was a traitor and he was gonna go anywhere that Jacus went. So I tried my best to try and convince him Jacus, but in the end, I think Ronnie and Gabe were too scared. Had that happened, maybe we really could have convinced Cam just to switch sides, but unfortunately that's not what happened, and that just brings Jacus like a lot closer to winning, I think. I feel like he's gonna be one of the ones to beat more so than Mason or Nate. Like I said, I feel like I could see the outcome. It was a 50-50. I knew Jacus wasn't gonna be in the fold just because of Cole, and then you could just tell how close him and Shelby are. So I definitely felt something coming.
Abby, when I ask you if you can trust me, and you tell me that you only trust me for one vote, that's not good enough.
Third place, you know, really can screw you over, not just getting last, but it's not necessarily you want to get for first or second. Otherwise, if you're in that bottom totem pole, it doesn't matter if you lost, you could still come out on top, which is what happened. And I feel like Cole, you know, is an idiot on that aspect because now he's setting someone else up where he's gonna end up going down, where they don't have a number on their team. What happens on next game and they lose again, it's gonna be Cole's ass out, whoever else is with them. So good luck is all I can say.
You got to stay at the losing camp overnight, and now it's time to see if you can read a room. If you are willing to wager your vote at the next tribal council you attend, I will give you a one-of-a-kind advantage.
In any game of Survivor, tribes have historically worked together until right now.